To Bargersville Town Council meeting. Do a roll call to my right.
Dustin Doyle.
Andrew Greenwood.
James Vermel.
All rise for the pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Council business. We have the purple ink proposal. Everyone had a chance to review. So any questions, comments, thoughts? For those of you at home, this is a proposal for us to work with a third-party consultant to help us with human resources going forward. I think there was a clarification on the hours and times in your email. Everyone had a chance to do that. I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion that we hire Purple Ink for 20 hours per week in-house for HR purposes.
Motion by Mrs. Moore. Second.
I'll second.
Second from Mr. Doyle. Any additional questions, comments? If not, I'll vote.
Aye.
No nays, the ayes have it, 4-0.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to approve the settlement agreement with Bargersville Sewer LLC as presented, to have the president of council sign said agreement.
Motion from Mr. Doyle.
Second that.
Fight. Who won? Second by Mrs. Moore. Any questions, comments? Seeing none, I'll ask for a vote. Those in favor? Aye. 4-0. Ayes have it. All right, we have ordinance 2022-03. Killinger, you're up.
Good afternoon. This is a ordinance authorizing execution and delivery of the Third Amendment Agreement for IMPA. IMPA is here today if we have questions on this ordinance. We would like to see this pass if we could.
I'll make a motion to approve the IMPA contract extension power sales ordinance previously presented. Or I say adopt the ordinance.
Motion from Mr. Doyle.
I will second that.
Second, Mr. Rommel. Questions or comments? Seeing none, I'll ask for a vote. All those in favor? Aye. 4-0. The ayes have it.
This will cover us for the contract and ordinance, correct? Is that around the same page? Okay. Thank you.
Ordinance 2022-01, excuse me.
Good afternoon. This is the first reading for ordinance 2022-01, which is a request to amend the zoning map from AG agricultural to R3 medium density residential. This incorporates approximately 68.5 acres and consists of 160 maximum single-family lots. This did receive a favorable recommendation at the January 17th Planning Commission meeting. It was introduced at the last council meeting. Petitioner is in the audience to answer any questions.
you have anyone from the public who would like to speak on this? If so, come forward. Seeing none. Do you have any questions for the petitioner? Yeah, I think there's been a request from the council on the traffic study and the timing of that, so if you want to address that.
Sure, happy to answer that. For the record, my name is Caitlin Dofer, Senior Entitlement Manager for Silverthorne Homes. We would begin the traffic study shortly after zoning approval. And just for my own confirmation, does the town have traffic impact fees?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So traffic impact fees would be paid per lot per the traffic impact fee ordinance. But we are open to doing a traffic study as well.
I believe it'll be required for this to get approved that you do a traffic study. I think the timing, if you were to order one now, how long would it take you to have that completed?
I believe it's about 45 days. I would defer to traffic engineers and their current workload, though.
I would ask that you bring for the second reading when you come back for our next meeting, that you have a confirmation on the timing of that and when you can have that completed.
We can do that.
Any other question? Commissioner? Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. We will move on to Clerk Treasurer. Expense approvals. January 2022 expense approval, credit card statements and balance sheets. Everyone had a chance to review. Any questions or comments?
Move to approve January 2022 expense approval.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Doyle, second by Mrs. Moore. Seeing no questions, I'll ask for a vote.
Aye.
Aye. Ayes have it, 4-0. All right, the town council meeting minutes from February 8th, 2022. Everyone had a chance to review them?
Mr. President, I'll make a motion to approve the regular council meeting minutes February 8th, 2022.
Motion by Mr. Rommel. Second by Mrs. Moore. I will abstain since I wasn't here. I'll ask for a vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, 3-0. The ayes have it. Great. 2022 treasurer and budget reports. Just for your information, so no vote. Kephart Park.
Good afternoon. We have Zach Berniger from Shrewsbury here to give us an update tonight.
Our update should be pretty quick. We met last Thursday with their steering committee to go over some items that we needed answers for ahead of our 50% set. 50% set will be due this Friday. Also come with a updated cost estimate. Hopefully we're still on track. The market is kind of volatile right now with prices changing, but hopefully we're hitting it where it's starting to level out. So the site plan is still the same site plan that we've talked about previously. No big changes there. We have an architect, MEP on board. So the building's going to be similar to the let's say fire station, the police station. Use some of the same materials, kind of have that same palette, but not be an exact copy. So we can kind of start to develop the building character for the community. We're looking at a recirculating system for the splash pad. I think we're going to use a vortex system as a basis of design. And yeah, things are moving along. We're still on schedule so far. So we'll look forward to everybody's comments after the 50% set. Any other questions? No? All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The first item I have for your consideration today is on the police station project is change order number 11. This is for the drinking fountain bottle filler. And this will be coming out of the contingency fund. And this is in the amount of $4,500.
Mr. President, I move to approve change order number, this is 9 or 11, Julie.
This one's 11.
Police station order, change order number 11, the amount of $4,500.
Motion by Mr. Doyle,
Second.
second by Mrs. Moore.
You didn't do anything.
Seeing no questions or comments, I'll ask for a vote. All those in favor? Aye. No nays, ayes have it. 4-0.
The next item for your consideration is change order number 9. And this is, the main item in this is the sump pump. This is the post-bid addendum officially, but that is the primary driver of this change order. This would also come out of the contingency fund. This is in the amount of $34,016.
Where are we with this contingency fund?
We are using it frequently.
Yes, I know, that's what.
So you have approved a few change orders. I did not bring that one, bring that copy with me. But we have several items that we have talked about and that you have not approved. The generator being one of them. There are some changes to stair detail, the pass-through lockers, I believe. Mr. Stone talked about those not coming out of the contingency fund, but coming out of the police budget. So
What is the state?
the stairs, we changed one of the sets of stairs. I don't remember if it was from wood, which direction.
This isn't where they're,
No,
okay, because I was gonna question that, okay,
no, that will be part of the architects.
okay.
That will not come out of our
Good.
change order.
Julie, you said 34,016, I just see the 19. Am I missing?
It's on the bottom of page 1 of 2 from the Hagerman.
So add these or?
So there's some pumps, some basin and pumps, electrical, mechanical, fine grading earthwork, and then fire rated glass and fire rated blocking. So if we started at approximately $134,000 on the contingency, what do we have left? Approximately.
Approximately,
Yeah. We're
mm,
not, no, we haven't used it all.
no, so previously you had approved 14,000 worth of change orders.
We got 120. And then this would be another 34 to get us down to 76.
And this is not with the no generator.
And we have not
Well, this
had
is the sump pumps in there.
this, so
This
this
has the
30,
sump pump.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I see.
yeah, this
This
is the
has the-
sump pump.
This
We're
has,
okay. We're okay.
so is this the total though, or we still have some outstanding, based on the comment before, it sounds like this is our best estimate on the generator if we go with the
So
the
this,
plug and play option.
This is not the generator.
No.
this
Oh,
is,
this is not the generator.
This is just to put the
This
sump
is-
pump
yeah.
in. So
So
the generator is
It's
gonna be
another-
the next.
So we're down to 76 and then another 22.
Yeah.
That-
It's coming that we need to finalize.
yeah, I need some direction from you folks on which one of the generator options, because right now I'm holding both of them in the contingency log because I have prices for both, so I don't know. One will drop out, but I don't.
Right.
So the price
So
that
this
you
is-
have is the sump pump and
some glass.
a couple of post-bid addendums. but it does not include the generator. That is going to be a separate one.
It's gonna leave us under 50
That is correct.
if we do I'll call it the plug and play. But we don't have, this change order is separate from the generator.
Yes, that is.
That'll be an add on or your next request.
It could be,
Or do we just need to give you a consensus on?
I
which
need a
route? Okay,
consensus.
so let's handle change order number 9 first, if that's all right with all counselors. Do we have any questions on this change order number 9? Okay, I'll entertain a motion.
Move to approve change order number 9 for the police station in the amount of $34,016.
Motion by Mr. Doyle,
I'll second that.
second from Mr. Mel. All those in favor, aye?
Aye.
Ayes have it. 4-0. Okay. Now we can do that by consensus, correct, on the generator? So we can go with the convenience factor and spend the money and do it right. Okay, so finalize that dollar amount and get the gas hookup
Mhm.
cost, and then you can come back in 2 weeks and,
We'll bring that for you in 2 weeks, but they can start
yeah,
ordering supplies.
okay.
And then if I may be permitted to have a walk-on item today, just trying to beat Kevin to this race.
Should use yours up, buddy.
Would like to request that the town partner and enter into a sponsorship agreement with Malin on the concert series. That would be a $7,000 expense. It's actually 7,
Even better.
even better than
Yeah,
it was half an hour ago.
I guess before we vote, I would just ask that we take at least a portion of those funds from the event budget and
Absolutely.
a portion from the council's promotion budget line item.
50/50?
Sure.
Mr. President,
I guess I made a, well,
Yeah,
yeah.
Sorry, I make a motion to approve the Malin Winery partnership for not to exceed 7,000 and to appropriate half out of the council budget, half out of the activities budget.
I have a motion by Mr. Mel, second by Mrs. Mulder. Seeing no questions or comments, I'll ask for a vote. All those in favor? Aye. Ayes have it, 4-0.
Thank you. That's all I have today.
Get that cherry to fire out.
I just have a couple items for you this afternoon. Item 1 is acceptance of a right-of-way performance bond on behalf of MetroNet for their work through town. This is the amount of $50,000.
Is this the one that they came and?
Yeah, a few months ago, they came and asked for the $25,000.
Yeah. Okay.
So this would be a blanket bond for their work through town, yeah.
President, I'll make a motion to approve the maintenance bond for MetroNet, total amount for 50,000.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Mel, second by Mr. Doyle. Seeing no questions or comments, I'll ask for a vote. All those in favor? Aye. The ayes have it, 4-0. All right.
All right, second item I had was a request by the contractor for the Taxman P&L project located at 75 North Baldwin Street to erect some temporary construction fencing around the project, which would block off the public sidewalk along Baldwin Street. Being a public way, the council needs to approve that obstruction. This would be for the duration of the construction project.
Joe, just one quick question. How far to the north would it extend? And does it go out? It does not go out onto Baldwin. It's just the side.
Just the sidewalk. North, they don't really have a dimension north, I would imagine. They encompass a little bit more to get there. if they had a job site trailer, and I don't know the status of the project on the north. I'm sure they'd work with that. Typically, you'll see these encompass a job site trailer and some of the equipment and things like that.
Any other questions?
Is that into that back alley at all? Because I know the police station uses that, and I'm sure it's not blocking it.
They're showing it right at that alley lane. So,
So it should be fine.
yeah, and I can make a note on the permit to make sure that alley stays clear.
Yeah, the street, Baldwin and the alley need to be clear at all times.
We can certainly make a note on that permit for that.
Guess I'll entertain motions.
Move to approve the request to obstruct public sidewalk at 75 North Baldwin.
We need to add the note to make sure that Baldwin and the alleyway remain unobstructed.
With Baldwin and alleyway to be open during the duration of the construction project.
Motion by Mr. Gordon,
I'll second.
second by Mr. Ramel. No questions or comments? Seeing none, I'll ask for a vote.
Aye.
Aye, 4-0.
Thank you.
Chief?
Good afternoon. In 2021, the Town Council and the Police Department agreed to put a flock LPR camera on 144 and 625 West. It's been pretty successful. Look for permission to add 2 more on the 135 area. Its price is $5,700. $5,000 is yearly. The $700 is just for setup and the permitting. That was going to come out of other professional services, which was budgeted that way. So it still has $7,267 in it.
Move to approve the purchase request for the addition of 2 clock cameras in the amount of $5,700.
And can the president sign the agreements?
President, council president to sign the contracts.
Motion by Mr. Doyle,
I'll second.
second by Mr. Moore. Seeing no questions or comments, I'll ask for a vote. All those in favor? Aye.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Mr. Killinger, last but not least.
Just walk up, use these, make sure that the dog.
Okay, well, good afternoon again. First item I've got is water loss audit validation. This is now a requirement of the EPA and financing authorities. Westler traditionally has worked on this for us. So I would like to entertain a motion for approval of 2022 water loss.
Mr. President, I make a motion to approve Westler to do the 2022 water loss reporting and get permission for President Council to sign.
Motion by Mr. Ramel,
I'll second.
second by Mr. Moore. Seeing no questions or comments, I'll ask for a vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Ayes have it. 4-0.
Next item is to work with IMPA on an audit on our commercial accounts for the electric side. IMPA will come on site, work with our billing staff, and go through all of our commercial accounts. Fees for this are $8,300.
Mr. President, I move to approve the IMPA proposal for the electric billing systems in amount not to exceed $8,300.
Motion by Mr. Doyle,
I'll second.
by Mr. Moore. Seeing no questions or comments, I'll ask for a vote. All those in favor? Aye. 4-0.
Thank you. Next, we have some pothole work or excavation work from a contractor to locate some underground utilities for our Stones Crossing transmission main project for the new water tower. We reached out to a couple of vendors, and we had two that were responsive on giving us quotes. And cost of this is not to exceed, looks like $14,177.25.
Have you worked with this GM excavating services before?
I don't believe so. So we will need to make sure to get the proper paperwork to set them up as a vendor. They did come recommended by one of our engineering firms.
I just always ask that because the other estimate is more than double.
Yes.
50% cheap.
It's just potholing, Kevin.
Yes.
Mr. President, I move to approve the potholing work for Stones Crossing transmission lines in the amount not to exceed $14,177.25.
Motion by Mr. Doyle,
I will second this.
second by Mr. Lemon. See no questions or comments. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
4-0 again.
Thank you. The next item is some water distribution improvements we'd like to make. Center Grove is working on bidding out a roundabout on Pennington Drive. This would be south of their campus there of the Township Trustee Building. It's the main entry now for the school pickup. So you turn on Pennington from Morgantown Road, and you've got a few entrances into the trustee building, the daycare facility, and then the school pickup. So they've got in your packet a unique roundabout to help with traffic flow in that area. Yeah. Now with this project, we want to connect two water mains. That'll help us with redundant routes around the building. My initial goal was to have Center Grove put this in their bid package and bid it out, and we would just pay our fair share on the project. But they're actually looking to bid this out very quickly. So now we've switched gears, and we will actually solicit 3 quotes. So we're hoping to keep the project under the state bid mandate, which I believe is $150,000. We believe the project will come in under that, so we're going to have Crossroads design it, and then we will solicit quotes, and then just kind of work alongside the contractor. And potentially the contractor that's going to win the bid on this project may be the same one that works on ours, but we won't know that until we get the pricing back.
Yeah, this is, look, I'm trying to visualize this.
Yes.
Is that, what's the subdivision to the west is,
Kensington.
Kensington. Is that the entrance in Kensington now goes into right there?
So Kensington is to the west, so you would actually, it would not be that intersection there. So this is further into, what's the street
Further
to the
to the
south
north?
here? Now this is gonna be, this is just west of the tennis courts. Are you familiar where the tennis courts are
Yeah.
located? So it's just west of that on Pennington Drive. You've got the baseball fields, tennis courts.
Turned off.
You're turned off
Oh.
Morgantown.
Where they all
Oh, this
split
is at that one stop sign for everyone. Yeah, okay.
up.
That's every morning drop her off or.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have existing water main through that area.
Okay.
They're gonna relocate a hydrant on their project. And then we're gonna connect that water main to another water main that's further east by the STEM center.
Was that technically a public road? Or is that a private road to the school?
No, I believe it's,
So is
I
this,
believe it's a county road to a certain spot and then it stops and it's private.
so if it wasn't the school system, how would this go?
Regardless, we would want to do these improvements.
Right, but then in terms of form and function, we would get a request from the county or from the developer. Is the school essentially replacing the developer in our normal? Okay.
Would we do these scheduled developments eventually here? Is it scheduled? Is that what's prompting us? Is
The catalyst was the school working in the area and already impacting the existing facilities. So we felt it was a good opportunity to go and partner up and let's help our system out too.
They will pay for them.
They will pay for the part that their project's going to impact, but the big portion will be on us to make that final connection. And I think even if, now this is not, with this not being in the school bid project, and with us quoting this work out, I still think we might have an opportunity for savings with the contractor that's going to be on site. Hopefully, they're going to quote on this additional work, and we'll see some cost savings.
So we're voting on approving.
We're on
A dollar amount, you know,
The dollar amount for input out.
we'll build this in our utility budget, right? But just looking for a not to exceed dollar amount, which we believe we can do it under 150. It will not be part of the bid package for the school system, so really just looking for a vote or consensus that you agree with the improvements the utility wants to make in this area.
And then you'll be coming back with details once you have.
We'll come back with a successful low quote, hopefully.
We can do this. Consensus. Yeah, consensus. Yeah. You have consensus to move forward.
Thank you.
Young man,
Thank you.
do so wisely.
Yeah, we may not be so nice.
Yes. Last item is utility budgets. So I believe we've scheduled March 8th at 5 PM to meet with meet with Baker Tilly. I will share information beforehand. I'll give you some time to
That would be helpful.
look at that and all of our projects that we have in play right now.
So the earlier you can get us the future project, that's always what we spend the most time on.
Yeah, and that's a big driver of the budget. I mean, you know, chemicals and our overhead costs are what they are, so. Any questions for me? Great. Thank you.
Thank you. Any additional board updates? Good. We're good. I'll entertain a motion. A motion, a second, return.